everybody, I'm Starla.
I'm Mik.
And we are our
Plays Games. Yeah.
And we're back again with another top 5-ish list on BGG.
So here we go.
Everybody, we are so happy to be back again.
Yes.
Another month.
Another month. It's getting warm.
It is warm.
It's getting warm, y'all. Yeah.
Yes, the month of May.
It's the month of May. But it's going to be a little rainy too now.
Yeah.
You have some rain too. Yes, you do.
But I am so happy we are out of winter.
I am not. I like winter. I like the snow. But now we coming to the heat. I don't like the heat, family. I don't like it. Don't like it. No, I don't.
Well, this month, as always, we're kicking off the show by sharing some of our favorite things, and we try to tie that into our list because this week we are talking about art.
And I love art, y'all. I do. I love it. I love art.
You need art.
Yes.
In board games.
Yes.
And particularly box art.
It draws you in.
It does.
You know, like, oh, wait a minute. You know, that's cool. Now, sometimes those games can be pretty bad, but the art is cool.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah.
But we love art. You know, as a family, we love to go to art museums.
Yes, we do.
You know, we love the beauty in nature.
Yes, we do.
Because, you know, as human beings, we love things that are colorful and aesthetically beautiful and pleasing to the eye. And that's where art comes in. Because a lot of artists, they draw their inspiration from nature or from things around us. And that's what we love to see.
And they also draw it from the theme.
Yes.
You know, they really look into the theme and try to bring out that theme into that box art.
That's so
true. And I love that because, you know, what we do, we love art museums. Yes, we do. I am a connoisseur of art. A connoisseur of art. Yes, I love it so much. You know, just going to the different museums, every place that we have lived.
We've gone to the museums.
We've gone to museums, you know, being members sometimes and things like that.
You love being a member.
I love being a member. You know, doing some different things, especially when we were in Houston.
Yes.
We were part of, you know, that museum.
The Houston Art Museum. And, you know, we love going there. And then when we lived in Seattle, we always went to SAM.
Yeah.
The Seattle Art Museum.
I mean, it's just so much fun to see the different things, doing the exhibits and things like even here, you know, even though the Jocelyn Art Museum in Omaha that just rebuilt and is bigger now, you know, we got to go to that.
We do.
Oh, my God, we got to go.
And we even went to a museum when we were at in Victoria, Canada, British Columbia. We went to that museum as well. We love seeing the things that are pretty. Also, you know, we went to the tulip fields.
Yes, we did.
And those tulips are so gorgeous.
It looks like art. It's Windmill Valley.
Exactly.
Windmill Valley from Board and Dice. That's Windmill Valley.
Those tulips are so beautiful and colorful. And, you know, art draws you in.
Yes, it does.
You know, it gets a reaction out of you.
Yes,
you know,
it
sometimes
does.
Positive, most times positive. Sometimes it may be negative, or it may make you sad, or may make you happy.
But sometimes it makes you think.
Yeah, art's powerful.
Yeah, it's powerful.
It is powerful.
And it always draws you in and gets those emotions going.
I
and I love
totally
that.
agree. And we look forward to sharing our top 5-ish.
Yes.
And the reason we say ish is because I have 5. And then you have 5.
Yes.
I don't think we have any crossovers.
So that's 10.
It may be 10.
That's 10.
We might have a crossover too. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what's on this
we got
list.
some different styles in what we see in different art. So you know.
All right, so sit back and we'll be right back with our top 5-ish favorite box art.
Here we go.
All right, let's get started with our list.
All right, so I don't know what you picked out, and you don't know what I picked out, so it's going to be a mystery to both of us.
But
so,
as you always know, I put my list in alphabetical order.
I did not. I did not. I just threw them on there.
So, the first one on my list is Abyss from Bombix.
Okay.
It's a 2 to 4 player game that came out in 2014. Now, the box art is scary beautiful.
No, it's beautiful. It is beautiful.
It is scary. And I'm gonna tell you what, I usually go for things that are real, you know, frilly or, flowery or all that. And colorful. But I could not deny the art of this box. Even though the faces, they've got 4 different box covers.
They got 4 different box covers, which was unique.
Yes, very unique.
At that time, yes.
And they're all scary.
they're not scary.
But they are beautiful, and you can tell the artist really got into, you know, creating these characters.
Yes.
They had lots of detail. I mean, you can really see these characters come to life. And the person who created the art for Abyss is Javier Collet.
Okay.
And he's an artist from Belgium, and he's currently working on several book projects for youth and cartoons, and he just did a great job with these box arts, the box arts. And Abyss is a game about development, combination, and collections in which players try to take control of strategic locations in an underwater city, and you can feel these underwater characters, you can see them. He brought them to life.
Yeah, and definitely the box art goes right into just the components and the art inside on the cards and everything. Just the world that it brings out.
So impressive.
Yeah, you don't want to be in that world.
No,
it's a little scary. It's a little scary.
See, I told you.
But it's a little scary. But the world, you can imagine it like in a movie or something. Like, whoa, you can see that.
I mean, but beautifully done.
That was a good point.
What's your first one?
My first one is Heat Pedal to the Metal.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
By Days of Wonder, 1 to 6 players, and it's a racing game.
Right.
We're basically just a racing game where you have, and it's also like a drafting game where you have cards that help you race and go around, the track. And it is thrilling, and the art from the great Vincent Dutray. I mean, he's done so much. I mean, he's done so many games and so many boxes. I think one of the first games we had was Lewis and Clark.
Yes,
that was from him, and that introduced us to that man who can he just brings out so much art. And the box art for Heat Pedal to the Metal just brings you into the 60s, in the 1960s, where the car was basically just you were strapped into a rocket.
But what you're playing when you open the box.
Yes.
When you see that box, you already know it's a game about racing.
It's a game about racing. It's a fun game. It's still high. Everybody's still playing that game like crazy.
One of your favorites.
One of my favorites, and I have all the expansions so far. I got to get the new one that just came out. But in each one of those expansions, it still look good. So. Great box art. It brings you in. Love it. Heat Pedal to the Metal.
Okay, so now the next one on my list, this is pretty much me. I love this kind of art. And that is Creature Comforts from KTBG. It's a 1 to 5 player game. It came out in 2022. And those little critters on that box are so cute that if you see that box anywhere, you're going to pick it up because you want to see what these little critters are up to.
Yeah.
And Shauna J.C. Tenney is the illustrator of several board games, including Creature Comforts and Bugs and Rugs, published by Kids Table Board Gaming.
Yes.
I mean, Creature Comforts, these little critters are going to spend the spring, summer, and fall gathering different goods from the forest to spend them to collect items that will make their homes more inviting when the outside world is covered in snow. Now, on this box, you got these cute little raccoons, and you got the bunnies, and you got a squirrel, and you see the different foods they're gonna be gathering, the different things. And when I play this game, I like to play the little raccoon because he's so cute.
I'm the rabbits, but the one thing, KTPG and their box art really brings you in. Colorful, just friendly.
The critters are expressive.
Yes, family friendly. It just brings you like, hey, we're friendly. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a colorful game.
It's going to be
so
fun.
Come on in. Come on in.
The characters are cute.
Come on in. And so that was a real good pick.
Yeah, that little raccoon, he stands out. He's got his little axe on his back, and he's cute. I love the raccoons because they've got the little paws. They can grab lots of stuff, and that's why they always outdo your bunnies.
I love my Bunny Mafia. Bunny Mafia, baby. We love Bunny Mafia. Bunny Mafia forever. We're going to do our thing. We're going to do our thing.
All right, what's the next one on your list?
All right, the next one on my list is Everdale.
More critters.
Yeah. Everdale by Starling Games. 1 to 4 players. It's a worker placement tableau building game. One of the best out there.
Yes.
And it has 1,001 expansions. But on each one of those, the box art and the expansions is the beautiful art from the great Andrew Bosley.
Yeah.
and he does some great art. Yeah. I mean, it just brings you into each one of those areas that they have. Yeah. You can feel the area of the great tree of Everdell, and it just brings you in, and it's just so colorful, and it just says, okay, it's a world of a world of animals who are kind of like humans, and let's see what's going on.
Well, I'm going to tell you, the box art for Everdell, it is inviting, it is colorful, but I'm going to tell you, the components, that Evertree
is just crazy.
Once you put that up, I mean, that is table presence for days.
Yes, it is.
I mean, they went all out to make this big, huge, beautiful tree. Yes, the artwork is beautiful.
And even when you get the big, the big coffin box that puts everything in it. It just, even the art on there is beautiful. Andrew Bosley did a great thing. And what's so crazy, Andrew Bosley and Vincent Dutray, they both combined their power of art for unconscious mind. Where you see both of them doing that, and it's just like,
that's
whoa, that's an extra. That's just crazy. Like, whoa. So just those two. Artists are just out of this world. They do some great things. And Everdell is a beautiful, is a straight beautiful game. Yeah.
All right, and this next one on my list, now I know we probably have some discussion on this one.
Okay, what's the discussion?
Istanbul. Now, Istanbul is from Pegasus.Spiel.
Yeah.
It's a 2 to 5 player game. It came out in 2014. Now, Andreas Resch is the board game artist and graphic designer, and he's located in Austria.
Okay.
Now, in Istanbul, you lead a group of 1 merchant and 4 assistants through 16 locations in a bazaar, and at each location, you carry out specific actions. Now, I'm going to tell you with Istanbul, that was the second game that I actually picked to play.
Okay.
And it was something about this man who had this hand reaching out with the rubies
put his little hand down.
He had the rubies, and you could see the bazaar in the background.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the game was about, but it was something about the way he looked and that hand with the rubies. I wanted to play it.
Okay.
And I literally picked up this game, held on to it while we were walking through the game store.
That's true.
And I said, Mick, I don't know what the game is about, but I want to play it because I want to learn more. And that's what box art does.
That's what it should do.
Yeah,
that's what it should do.
It's like it got me, roped in. I was intrigued, and I wanted to learn more. So I read the back of the box. I'm like, okay, this sounds like something that I'll enjoy. But that front cover, it got me.
All right, all right. It's okay. But it don't really thrill me like that. It got you. That's a good thing. Now let me hit you on this one.
Okay.
My next one is also from Pegasus.Spiel.
Okay.
First Rat.
Oh, First Rat.
Yes. It's a worker placement set collection game that people have basically forgotten about. Yeah. But it's a really, really good game.
It's a fun game.
It's a fun game.
Cute concept.
Yeah, and the artist is Dennis Lohausen.
Okay.
And he also did, get this, the box cover and the art for Ark Nova.
Oh, Ark Nova.
He did Ark Nova. Yes.
Beautiful.
And Ark Nova is a really cool box, but First Rat is really cool because it's cartoonish.
It's cartoony. It's cute.
And it has this rat that's going to be an astronaut, trying to get to the moon that they think is cheese, and they're going to get eaten up by the cat.
Yeah.
The cat going to watch them go, okay, the cat going to say, hold on, wait. They're going to watch this, y'all. They're going to try to, look, the little rocket's going to go up and down, and the cat got him. The cat got him. I already know. The cat just sitting back like...
But the box is cute.
The box is cute, but it just shows the chaotic, nature of the junkyard that they're in.
Yeah.
And, it's just a really cool, box art of comic. It's kind of like a comic.
Yeah.
And I do like that, that game and that box art.
All right, so now I'm going to what's really beautiful.
Oh, okay. What you
now, the next one on my list is Wingspan from Stonemaier Games.
Yes.
It's a 1 to 5 player game.
Yes.
Came out in 2019.
Yeah.
Now, there's several artists who contributed to this particular game, such as Ana Maria Martinez Jaramillo, Natalia Rojas, Elizabeth Hargrave, Greg May, and Beth Sobel.
The Queen.
Beth Sobel.
Beth Sobel, the Queen.
But I'm going to tell you now, the bird on that box, which is a scissor-tailed flycatcher.
It brings you in.
When you see that bird with its wings expanded, and you just want to know, what kind of game is this?
Yes. And many people have said that. What kind of game is this?
And then you're pleasantly surprised when you get into it and you see the beautiful cards inside, and then the little egg components, and then the little tower that you have, the dice tower, the bird tower. I mean, all of the components are top notch, but that box with that one bird on it.
Yes.
It sold me.
It sold me too.
Sold me.
It's a good game, and it just keeps on going.
Yeah.
You know, it just keeps on going. Now, mine is a thing of nightmares.
Uh-oh.
Mine is a thing of scariness. It's Pixies.
They are not scary. They're cute.
It's Pixies.
They're cute.
From Connoisseurs Games.
Yes.
And Bombex. 2 to 5 players. It's card drafting and set collection. You're making it look a tableau.
Yeah.
And the art is from Sylvain Trabut. The art from Pixies brings you in because you said those little things. They're frightful.
They are not.
They're frightful.
I think they're the cutest little things.
And then when you go inside of the little card game,
there's more of them.
It's more of them, and you're intrigued, and you're like, okay, but you know when you go to sleep at night, and if they surround you in your dreams, you're gone. You're gone.
They are cute little creatures. You know, what are they? Woodland creatures
of the forest.
Yes, they're so cute.
And then, but the art is so cool because it's like he took like pieces of real material.
Yeah.
Pieces of
because there's metal,
and there's leaves and wood,
they've got moss and all kinds of things. Nutshells.
It's kind of like interpretive art that he got, and it's really really cool. It's not just paintings. It's like he kind of made them up and took pictures
and it made
of
the game more interesting.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, it makes the game more interesting.
It makes it real interesting. And now they're coming out with an expansion of flowers. So now the flowers are going to kill you.
They're not going to kill you.
Now the flowers are going to kill you.
The pixies don't kill you. They're friendly.
Those pixies going to get you.
They are friendly.
Now, what about the ones, I think it's the cards that are the kind of like the wild card. Yeah. Those little pixies got metal. They're gonna bite you. They're gonna get you.
All the pixies are friendly and they're sweet little woodland.
No, they're not friendly. They're not friendly. They're gonna grab you up and take you out. But yes, Pixies.
Pixies.
Love the box art on that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. The last one on my list is the White Castle from DeVere.
Yes.
It's a 1-to-4 player game. It came out in 2023. Now the artist on this is Joan Gardiet from Barcelona, Spain.
Oh, cool.
Now the White Castle is a Euro type game.
Yeah.
And the mechanics of resource management, and you got worker placement and dice placement to carry out your actions. And I love the White Castle. So the art on this one is something that's frameable. Mm-hmm. I could see that in a frame on the wall because you got this beautiful castle.
It is beautiful.
You've got a bridge and you've got a river and the snow coming down. I mean, it's really pretty.
It is beautiful.
You kind of go into the world of that. You're like, oh wow, what a place to be to have a beautiful castle like that. I fell in love with it.
And then it goes into the game is beautiful. That game board is beautiful. Mm-hmm. I mean, it brings out the Japanese art.
It does.
And the style, and it's just like, oh wow, it brings you into it.
I would frame that and put it on the wall. It's just that pretty.
It's that pretty. And then even the expansion that they have.
Yeah, matcha.
Yeah, matcha is beautiful too.
I totally agree.
I mean, it's just like, whoa.
Totally.
And that's what you want. You want to experience. Yeah. You just don't want just a beige board.
Yeah,
some games you get a beige board, and you're like, okay, yeah. So I'm
and you don't want AI art.
I'm a trade in the Mediterranean on a beige board. You want something that just gonna excite you, and that excites you.
You don't want AI art. You want art that's interesting and unique and creative.
Yes.
I mean, I love to see the artist's interpretation of a theme on a game. It just makes you want to play the game even more.
And I love it.
Having those artists who are really talented put their spin on a game, it just makes the game that much more inviting and playable and desirable.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Now my last one is a brand new game that's coming out, but some people have seen it. It's been reviews out for it, and it's from DeVere Games too.
Okay.
What we've been doing.
I love DeVere.
DeVere Games is Transgalactica.
Oh, Transgalactica.
Beautiful. It brings you in of something in space. You're gonna do something in space. You're gonna be exploring space, and it really it's just a beautiful art. It's from Adu Vals, and it's a worker placement game that got a lot going on, and we haven't played it yet, but we are going to play it very soon. And thank you for DeVere Games for giving us that, because we are excited to check it out. Now, this artist has also done Three Wing Circus from DeVere, and that is so colorful.
I love the box art for Three Ring Circus, and it was a contender for my list because you do feel circus.
Like you're going into the circus.
Yeah, when you see that box, you can see it, you feel it.
Yeah.
It did capture a circus, so yes.
And he also did Butaku.
Oh, Butaku.
For De Vere, which is a beautiful game set in a different world. Yeah. And it's just a beautiful game. And he also, for Inside of Games, he did Block and Key.
Oh, Block and Key,
For Inside of Games. He did Block and Key, which is very kind of adventurous. It has that kind of like Indiana Jones feel that I really did enjoy and I like. So he did those. So when I saw Transgalactica, I'm like, wait a minute. That is cool. It's bringing me in. I'm like, oh man, that is really nice. A nice piece of art on the box. And I love that. And it goes deep into the game too. Looking at the components, it is beautiful. Even though I had to do about 1,000 stickers to put stickers on all that. There was a lot of stickers, De Vere, but it was cool. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to play. So that's what I picked out.
All right, so we didn't have any crossover.
No, we had no crossover. Just crossover companies, but no crossover in the games.
Yeah. Our tastes are a little bit different when it comes to art.
It is. It's a little bit different, but I see where you were coming from, and I hope you saw where I was coming from on those. But they're all beautiful games.
All right, so this week you're getting 2 top 5s.
Yes, you are.
You're getting a Starla top 5 and a Mik top 5.
Yes. And we threw some others in there, what they did. We talked about others and that was really enjoyable. Now let us know if you and family or friends have played any of the games we have talked about, and what box art do you love? Let us know. Now and put it down in the comments below.
All right, everybody, I'm Starla.
I'm Mik.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Yeah.
And we'll see you next month with another top 5 or top 5-ish on BGG.
All right.